Welcome to the Sound Corner, starring Chris and Michael Verba.
Alrighty, hello everybody, hello, welcome to the Sound Corner podcast. My name is Chris, and joined with me is my producer Blake. Say hi, Blake. Say hello.
Howdy.
How you doing tonight? You doing good?
You know, I'm not doing too bad. I didn't have to do anything at work today. I got paid to do absolutely nothing. So you know what? That's fine with me.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you that you didn't have to do anything at work today, and you got paid for it.
Yep.
So we are a little music podcast. We sit around, we talk about music, we interview fantastic musicians. For no reason. We love music. And I think the people deserve to see it, you know? So thanks for being here with us tonight. Thanks for listening. So I got something I really want to talk about before we dive into our special guest tonight. One of my favorite deathcore bands back from high school and everything, Carnifex, right?
Uneven.
Okay, so Blake is saying things in the chat that are gonna get him banned, so let's
Ban me, you coward! You won't.
I can't, you're my producer.
What if I get the 1,000,000 stream points? Will you ban me then?
Yes, just to keep you from talking in the chat. So, anyway, like I was saying, they announced the 15-year anniversary tour of their debut record, Dead in My Arms, classic OG deathcore, gritty production. You got the movie samples and everything. It hits every angle, and I loved it. Lie to My Face, Slit Wrist Savior, and so they announced the tour, right? It's stacked. We got Oceano and Spite for immediate support, and then Left to Suffer, who those guys are kind of getting around a lot now. And this band I haven't quite heard of, Crown Magnetar, but
Crown is fire. Crown is very, very good.
are they?
Yeah, they're. Me and Kyle were talking about them when he was over on Friday. They fucking rip. Yeah, they fucking rock, dude. Solid band. I haven't listened to too much of their stuff, but the stuff that I have heard is like for modern deathcore.
So it's a good lineup then. We can agree on it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Fire lineup. Like a lineup to dream of. If you love old school deathcore, you like the new stuff that's coming out. But there's a catch for just some of us, not everybody. Some of you're luckier than others. What's the catch, Blake?
Yeah, it's not coming to Florida because they just fucking came here with Suicide Silence and like granted, the lineup is like okay, but you wouldn't catch me taking off work to go make it to drive 2.5 hours.
No.
I was like, I could have gotten in. I would have just been like, yo, you know,
I think
I got some whiskey, let's go, you know. But no, dude, like that, Dead in My Arms in full, dude. I would, if I might have the money. If I have the money, bro, you're gonna see me at like Knoxville or something like that. Honestly,
yeah, it would be a good trip to make. I think every date sold out for the Carnage tour because of probably Lorna Shore. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the hype behind Lorna Shore is ridiculous right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get into that though. I have opinions on that.
Yeah, I do too. But good for them. They're
Yeah,
played Lollapalooza and everything.
It's absolutely fire.
Yeah,
It wasn't a bad lineup. It was just like 9 fucking bands, and I was like, dude, I'm not about that life.
Yeah, I'm like in bed by 11 o'clock. I got work in the morning. It's rough for us out here, but it's not coming to Florida, and I don't blame them. Shows do not come to Florida anymore. It's a big trip down and back up. We were just talking to Orion about this, and so that's a bummer. That's like a tour I would come out of I'd come out of like show retirement for. I really don't go to shows anymore as much as I'd like to. I would have made it for this one, but they lost my ticket sale, so look out. What are they gonna do without it?
They lost my vote on this one, but like I mean, honestly, like that tour is like something I would fly out for. Like when we went out to see Winds of Plague out in LA back in 2016.
Yeah.
Like that, it was that kind of level. Like I would kill. If they ever tour again, I'm going. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. If I gotta take vacation days, if I gotta do what I need to do.
Hello, everybody. Falsifier. Thanks for the 4 months. Yeah, I wish I could see Winds of Plague. That'd be amazing. I didn't really like their new album, but to see the old stuff, come on.
Dude, the absolute mayhem because we saw them back at Chain Reaction in LA, and the absolute mayhem of that show is just like it's to this day one of the best shows I've been to.
Yeah, who played with them?
It was Winds of Plague and Carnifex.
Oh.
And then it was Phineas. Who else? I think it was Enterprise Earth, maybe. Don't quote me on that one. And then Brandon Chiapatti from Bleeding Through's other project called The Iron Sun.
Oh.
And that man almost killed me. We were up front for their set, and me and my boys that I was with, we were all like yelling the words and shit. He comes down, and Brandon's jacked as fuck. He wraps the mic cable around my neck, lifts me off the ground. I am 4 inches off the ground, dying. And he's holding the mic down to me and my boys while we're still yelling. And I'm just like, I might die here tonight.
You were like, I know the words. And then Brandon was like, I could fucking kill you right here.
I was fine with it. I was going to be like, you know what? This is how I go. This is how I go.
What a way to go out. In Chain Reaction in California.
Yeah,
One-way ticket, baby.
I'm fine with that. Boys, leave me in Long Beach.
So deathcore tours, not coming to Florida. All of us Floridians know it all too well at this point. We're used to it, but it was a good lineup and a good tour that I feel needed a shout out. So that was our topic for today. But I want to get into it. We have a big one today, folks. So my guest today is the frontman of Baltimore-based deathcore band In Dying Arms. They formed in 2006, put out their debut full-length Deprivation in 2010. Since then, they have put out 5 full-length records and have toured alongside bands like Attila, Crown the Empire, Last 10 Seconds of Life, King Conquer, and more. You can hear their latest single, Dark Days, on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and more. You can catch them this summer at Kentucky Irate Fest. So, folks, please welcome Orion Stevens. I will give you a little bit of a clip if you haven't heard their new song, so please check this out. It's insane. Tell us what you think.
Welcome to the Sound Corner, starring Chris and Michael Verba.
Alrighty. Orion, thanks for being here with us. What's going on, man?
Oh, thank you guys for having me. This is awesome. Sound Corner, y'all.
Sound
Get
Corner
ready.
Summer.
This ain't no game. This ain't no game.
It's not a game, guys. I've been telling you for so long, and we got it right here. Not a game.
Don't lose,
Right.
Chris, you
You
tall
thought
lady.
today was a game. You thought wrong, bitch.
So, I'm going to age us all really quickly right here for a second. We're going to feel really old or really young. So, I discovered In Dying Arms, I believe, 2012 on Bandcamp, because I found all my music on Bandcamp. I never torrented music because my parents told me that's illegal. You can't do that. And I said, okay, I'll find all my music on Bandcamp where it's usually free.
Right.
So I would get all my heavy songs from Total Deathcore compilations.
Oh, yeah.
And I downloaded
on
like
there.
the first one. A lot of good bands I found in there. I found Kingdom of Giants. They were one of my favorites for a while.
Right.
A lot of heavy stuff, straight deathcore. And then I downloaded like the second volume, I think, and In Dying Arms was on there. A song called The Core of My Existence off of your second record, Boundaries. And
Dang it.
Did
so
someone say boundaries? Wait a second.
Boundary. It was just Boundary, I think. But
Boundaries.
Boundaries. And the second I played
Dance to our name. I'm playing.
there was like this really pretty piano and everything, and I was like, this is different, right? And then you come in and like your highs are insane. Like one for the books, I gotta say.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
still to this day, like with Dark Days, your highs are incredible on it. So
Yeah.
great work,
Thank
dude.
you, thank you. The intro to Death Wish though is like the longest one I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the intro to Death Wish is stupidly fire.
Long ass scream for no reason.
It fucking works. But then
So here we are.
the song kept playing, and then clean singing came in, or singing, guys. It's called singing. They were singing before metal vocals, so they were singing in it, and I didn't hear a lot of singing on the Total Deathcore comp. So I was like, these guys are doing something completely different. I love it. So, and here we are now.
Yeah, so many bands are trying to do it now, but back in the day, that was frowned upon so much. We were getting shit on for adding singing or whatever, but I happen to not give a fuck, so fuck it.
That's the way to do it, honestly. It works out so
Even
well.
on Deprivation too. Like, I mean, even on the first record, people were like, it's not like it was unexpected. Like, there was some bits of it on there, and it was still heavier than shit. I was listening to it today on the way home from work. Like, it still fucking holds up.
Yo, thank you. Yeah, even on the EP before that from 2009, like it was like a 5 track, whatever. No, whatever. 6-track EP, and like most of the songs had a chorus on it. So there's like nothing new. You know what I mean?
Your first album, Deprivation, it had that signature old school deathcore production, and it sounds like you want to listen to it when you're driving around in your shitbox car that doesn't have AC or anything in the hot heat with your windows down. But singing on it, it takes it to a new level. So I want to give you like a big commend you for that and keeping it fresh.
Thank you. Actually, that album Deprivation is the only album that we have that has just one song with singing on it.
Did you find that you really liked it?
Yeah, we were just trying to be like as brutal as we could. I think at that point in time, we just wanted to be heavier. But after that, we were like, we're just gonna go back to doing what we want. So our self-titled album in 2011, most of the songs had choruses on it, and then we just kind of did what we truly wanted to do. We still like the heavy shit though. You're gonna hear that forever.
Yeah, the heavy shit, it holds up now with Death Wish and the breakdowns in Dark Days. I want to say the chorus and everything on Dark Days, it comes in really strong. It sounds like you really perfected how to throw in the clean choruses with the really crushing heavy deathcore.
Oh yes, thank you, man. We took a long time on the newer material. We would spend months just going back. We have so many tracks, but we're like spending more time than we did in the past to, refine stuff. Because before, you're younger, you don't care as much. This sounds fucking sick right now, but like once the CD comes out, like, Tilly could have done that.
Yeah.
So we just did not want to feel that way, so we put a bit more time into it, and it just sounds better.
Yeah, and that's really good. Like, there's no rush in making art, and if this is what you guys did with Dark Days, I can't wait to see the record that it's going to be on and how everything else is going to sound.
Yeah.
All about the transitions, man.
So,
yeah.
This, you guys re-recorded your Self-Titled in 2017. Did you guys take a hiatus after that for a little bit? What was going on?
Yeah, we broke up probably a couple months later, something like that. Broke up, and then that was 2017. Shit, long time ago.
So Dark Days or Death Wish was kind of we're back, we're doing stuff again.
Cold and Empty track called Cold and Empty came out in 2020. Right when COVID hit, and then we kind of like stopped, and that kind of gave us more of a reason to work on our shit a bit more. Death Wish came out last year, Dark Days this year, so now we're trying to like get back into being more consistent with the drops.
Was it kind of a bummer to be like, we're doing it, we're a band again, and then COVID fucking hits and ruins everything?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how long that shit's gonna last.
Yeah.
Like, let's just take the time to fucking make the song sick.
Yeah, I'm glad that a lot of bands are doing that. Some bands didn't make it through the pandemic and they just called it, which I could understand. It's a tough time.
There were so many albums that dropped during the pandemic that I forgot. Like, I feel like the there's too much of a distraction from the
Mhm.
pandemic. You remember how it was? Everyone's news feeds covered with articles and news with bands trying to blend their shit in there, but now there's less news, so you can see more stuff. Like the fucking news was taking over people's feeds like crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And bands couldn't support their record once they put it out.
Yeah, so they're just dropping albums just
It's
to drop it.
tough for sure,
Yeah.
but if you want to put out the music, you're gonna put out the music. And so
Yeah,
good on them
no,
for
no
that.
shame. Props to all those bands.
It
But I
was
heard a lot
it's
of good
kind of
stuff
wild
too.
too. I don't know, it was weird. It changed like everything with it. Like I noticed even now, like I feel like now even bands that put out stuff during the pandemic, if it was like worth the wait that it was, they still kind of get that. Like I remember Boundaries put out Your Receding Warmth 2020, middle of the whole thing. They were like, well, we already set everything up. Let's just go with it, you know?
The album was good, by the way.
And that record fucks. That is one of the better records I've heard in the past couple of years. And it's like,
Bounders just hopped on to the Irate Festival in
Mhm.
Kentucky, August, whatever. Come
Yeah.
out to that. Really.
There
oh
were
yeah,
a
no,
late
that's just gonna
announcement
be
for that.
great.
Just got
But like,
announced.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that like we have an album with the same name. Hey,
that fest is, if I could actually make it out to that fest is
because
absolutely ridiculous.
everyone and their mama is on that shit
Yeah,
right
I
now. And there's
know.
still more bands to be announced that are gonna be big band.
You're actually, I think, our third guest that's going to be playing Irate Fest. We had Mike from In Gloom on, and then we had Gabe from Infurious on. And both times I've
Nice.
talked to them, I'm like, yeah, man, I'll make it up there. That's a far drive. That's ticket money. But I'd like to. But what are your
Yo,
thoughts?
fly out. Like, when are you gonna see a lineup like that ever again? Like,
You're
all these
right, honestly. It's supposed to be like the replacement for our summer festivals and everything.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
thi-
totally worth it.
Do you
You'll
think it'll
probably be
pan
mad.
out?
Huh?
Do you think it'll pan out as like it'll be a every year annual fest and then it's gonna kick
Yeah.
off really well? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is what this scene needed. This is the fest that this scene needed, and they know that. It's gonna be a staple, I feel like.
I hope so.
Especially if this one goes really well, why not? Right?
Yeah,
All signs are
absolutely.
pointing towards it. It's gonna do really well. The lineup just keeps getting better. There's so many sponsors. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it, man. Getting all prepped up and shit.
Are you?
Yeah, every time I see you post, everyone's just like, "Yeah, we're coming out." And we're like, "Bro, it's gonna be a vibe." And I'm just like, "Dude, it's gonna pop off." And I feel like if it really does, we can hopefully start getting back to like what we had in the earlier of this decade or last decade with when you had Warped Tour, you had Mayhem Fest, you had Rockstar Fest, all those big name fests, stacks full of artists. And it's like we don't have that shit anymore. And it's like it needs to come back in some regard.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm seeing some new ones popping up. Like Blue Ridge has their second year. I've seen a few other ones too. I guess someone has the same idea, and it's kind of starting to go that way. So I'm with it.
Yeah, same. Honestly, we need more because, like, you look over. I mentioned this briefly before when we were talking. I think with Gabe. Uh, you look over at Europe and they have fucking Hellfest and Download and
Oh,
all these insane like 4 or 5 day fests that are like take over a fucking city level size, and it's like, what? Why can't we have that?
Yeah, please give that to
UK
us.
dudes don't play, man. Like they're fucking holding it down.
And the lineups are always so good.
Oh yeah.
There's like a storm coming right now.
Is there?
Holy shit! Yeah, like there is. You saw that again?
No.
Yeah. Hopefully my power don't go out.
Our pattern here in Florida summer is about like 3 or 4 p.m. We get a 15-minute hurricane. It's a monstrosity comes in every day during summer. It's just there it is. Oh well.
Yep, July through September, every fucking day.
I don't think we
Fuck
had it
that,
today.
dude.
It's part of us. It's who we are as Florida men.
Well, I'm not ready for this shit. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. Fuck.
All right, so you guys heard it here first that Orion might have to brave some storms up there. So be prepared.
Yeah, you know I am, dude. Oh shit.
There.
Yo. So I guess I'll talk to y'all in the dark.
We're still kicking. That could have been more
Maybe we'll
perfect.
come back. What's up?
Go out.
Yeah, it was on cue.
Yo, like dead ass. The shit. Hold on, computer.
There we go. We got some light.
We got a little bit of light. We're good, baby.
Yo, the show still goes on.
That
The show still goes
we
on.
act like nothing happened.
No, let's keep it going.
All right, so on top of Kentucky Fest, yeehaw. You want to tell us a little bit about the Insane Clown Posse Fest you're playing? That sounds kind of hilarious and awesome.
Yeah, that came out of fucking nowhere, and my mind is still blown that we're playing that.
You're playing alongside
Yeah.
Steel Panther, Green Jelly, and like Clown Posse and everything.
Fucking like Sir Mix-a-Lot and shit. Like
Yeah,
what?
dude. That's fucking crazy.
I like it. I'm ready to hear that. I can't wait.
I
gonna be-
saw on the flyer that Superhuman is gonna be there, and if you don't know who that is, it's this kid who's like an aspiring stuntman on Facebook. He'll post videos of him jumping into barbed wire and like broken light fixtures
yes.
and shit, and he's gonna be there. That's
it's gonna be a shit show in a fucking good way.
yeah, fucking
Yeah,
rowdy.
we got on that, a buddy of ours actually hit them up just because he's a juggalo and also fucks with us, and he was like, "Man, I feel like y'all could play this," and I was like, "Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you." And then they're hitting him back like, "Yo, how do we get a hold of this band?" And it was easy. One phone call, and they seemed like they were already down, and it was easy. I'm like, "Damn, we're on that shit. Let's go."
That's one for the books too.
Yeah, we're playing main stage at like 10 o'clock day one. I'm like, we got a fucking crazy spot.
Yeah, that's hell yeah.
Come out to that too if you're listening. You're close to Ohio. Come through to the gathering. Come hang with your boy.
Bro, I think it's so cool that you're up north, so you're surrounded by a bunch of states where you can just pop over there, play a fest, play a show. We can't. We're stuck down. We're prisoners down here in Florida. We can't do that.
And you got and the crazy ass weather, man. Fuck.
When was the last time you were in Florida?
Probably the last tour I did, 2017,
Goddamn.
maybe 2016. I haven't toured in like 5 years.
You
'Cause,
itching to do it?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Not because I was doing like I wasn't being picky with certain things before, just touring just to tour sometimes. But now I'm like way more picky, and I gotta pay the bills, man.
Of course, for sure.
I am stoked for it though. It'll happen. I'll see you guys.
Yes, sir. We'll be out there when you come around. I'll make the trip.
Absolutely, yeah. So I
Yo,
remember it was like,
this fucking weather fucked up the power, man.
That's crazy. It always waits until something important's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It fucks everything up.
like 2014 I saw you guys, I think. 2014 or
Oh, really?
it was because I remember it was fucking Transitions in Tampa. It was the fucking shed behind a skate park kind of shit.
Was that the King Conquer tour?
Oh.
Might have been.
Bermuda, I think.
I've
Yup.
played there many a times with Bermuda and King Conquer on the Devastation of the Nation tour.
Yep, I think it was Devastation.
Yeah, that was late 2012, dog.
No. It might have been
Yeah.
after then, because I know it was like 2014, 2015, because I didn't fucking go to Tampa in 2012 because I'm so secluded.
Okay, yeah, it's probably something else. But yeah, that tour was late 2012.
That's like old school right there. King Conquer guys
Yeah.
are like down the street from us too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
King Conquer, last 10
King
seconds of
Conquer,
life,
like-
Bermuda. Yeah.
So this was a big question I wanted to ask because you guys have been around since 2006 doing your
Yeah.
thing. I'm sure everything from the music scene, if there even was one, it was entirely different back then as far as promoting and getting your music out there. Like I said, I found your music on a Total Deathcore compilation, which is a
Yeah.
sign of the times right there. What was it like back then, trying to get your music around?
I was sick because this is back when MySpace was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you could easily, it's much easier for a band to pop off back then. You could reach out and add people. Like there was no cap to your friends list or whatever, right? So if you wanted to reach people, you could. If you're in a band, you have to rely on yourself. I'm drunk. Rely on only, like you can't go on to, your own band's page on Facebook or whatever, and just like you can't add anybody. Or on IG, yeah, but you look silly having all these followers. It's way more complicated.
Mhm.
So the band members now have to do way more to like get their own selves over too, to get people to like their band than back in the day, for sure. That's honestly the biggest difference in my opinion.
Now, especially a lot of bands are making TikToks and working the algorithm for Instagram Reels and stuff.
Mhm.
Are you guys on top of that? You doing that?
We'll probably start doing that more when we have this album done. We're like mad focused on this record, so we, like I said, we dropped these couple singles, and we're just like trying to get back to where we should be. It's been a long time, like 5 years, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we will. We don't even have anything ready yet.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
surprised.
especially nowadays too. It's like you have to, fight the algorithm. You have to do this. You have to do that. And I feel like I remember like talking to anyone who's been around since like before. They were like, yeah, we kind of just showed up. There was like 200 people there. It was sick, and now it's like you gotta, pay Facebook money, pay Instagram money, time your posts right, do all this and that, and it's like, okay, here you go. And it's like back in 2006, 2007, you could just be like a post on Myspace, promoters did their jobs, and it was like, hey, there's 250 people here, done, easy,
Yeah, yeah. It's so different now. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you guys were around back in the MySpace days, right?
For a little bit, yeah.
It was very, very secluded.
Right. Damn, that shit was a dream, man. We got to bring it back somehow.
When I was really getting into heavy music, I think that was close towards the end of MySpace, deathcore, and music, and just MySpace in general.
Yeah, I forgot you guys are like 5 years younger than me.
But I do remember it, and I know there's a lot of people who will make like these fake MySpace websites that I'm just hoping will blow up. I'm not gonna hop on it yet, just wait for it to blow up, and then maybe I'll go make my new fake MySpace account.
I'm with it. I'll be on there too.
Total Space or whatever those things are called, and it looks exactly like MySpace. It's laid out the same way.
I've seen 1,000 of them since fucking MySpace actually went away. I'm like, man, y'all lying to us.
It's like, it's not the real thing. I can't
It's
do
not
it.
the real thing, and they probably don't have a full team of encryption. So like, no, bro, I'm not putting my information on there because I don't trust your site. Like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely signed up. None of my shit probably got hacked. This is bullshit. It's my
Shit, what are all these charges on my credit card?
It's my own fault. Damn.
So I have a question about your self-titled album, because I know a lot of people who listen to this genre think, oh, this song X or Y, this song didn't need to be re-recorded. I like the original better. Me personally,
I get that.
I'm a sucker for that shit. Like when Born of Osiris redid their first EP and everything, I was all over it, and I love that you guys redid your full length. So what was the thought process being like, should we redo this, or just you missed the music, nostalgia?
Well, we still play some of their songs. We kind of wanted to reinvigorate the fan base, because the album before that was way heavier, Original Sin, and we were trying to get back to what we were doing before with Boundaries and Self-Titled. So it had been several years since that album came out. So we were like, yo, let's retrack it and like get some strong buzz. I think we had something else going on too, maybe a tour or something, just to kind of like do something cool for the fans. But yeah, we broke up after that, so it didn't even matter.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But it was crazy timing, so we kind of like gave a nice going away present to the fans. That wasn't the point, but that's kind of how it kind of panned out. Like we just happened to break up right after that, so it's like, well, here's that.
Well, that worked out a little bit. What
Cool.
What did you fill your time with in between 2017 and 2020? Just doing the work thing, just day by day.
I was doing this, son. Like fucking, I was trying to find a whole new band like right after that. Like I didn't waste no time. I wasted zero time. So I was hitting people up, trying to get something new going. Had a whole new like logo. Trying people out left and right. The whole thing. And then I decided I'm just gonna make this the new IDA. And then I talked to all my dudes in the past, and they fucking backed me up. So why not, right? So I've been doing this the whole time. I have like mad tracks. I'll have to show you some stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to have some stuff sent over. So this is an entirely new lineup then on Dark Days and.
Yeah, Dark Days, we have our guitarist who was on the original Sin album. He's back in the band.
Cool.
And he was in the band back in 2014 until we broke up. So he's been around for a while. He's back. His name is Christian. So we got him back.
Nice.
And we have Keith. He used to play bass for Shadow of Intent. We have him on bass. He is from Jersey. We got Nate from a band called Sleepers. He's from upstate New York. Got my buddy Noah, who was in the band for a little bit before we broke up, but he's back in the band, so it's cool. It's cool. Fire lineup.
Very nice.
I hear the rain now, dude. This shit sucks.
Dude, that's every day for a Florida man like myself.
What a bummer. It's dark as fuck in here.
It's very dark, but it worked out. You got the lighting behind the phone and everything. It still looks good to me.
Pure safe day, man. As long as you can hear it and you got beer, baby, it's still a party. Like.
I'm
gonna keep it going. I'm keeping it going.
Truly margarita. It's not bad.
We have hard Mountain Dew in this fucking state, and you're drinking it Truly.
I didn't like hard Mountain Dew. I don't think.
Yeah, that's right. You have no taste.
That's right.
Hold on. There's hard Mountain Dew down there.
Oh yes, sir. There is.
Hold on. I've never heard of that.
I'll send you a picture next time I'm in a store. It's pretty wild. It's like a fever dream almost.
They got hard Baja Blast, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That was a good one.
Is that only down there in Florida?
They only have it distroed in like 3 states right now. I think it might be, don't quote me on this. It's Tennessee and Florida, and then one other one. I want to say one of the Carolinas, but I'm not sure.
Right, not even close.
Yeah, but they're working because it's actually the same. Who owns it? It's either the same company that owns Truly or one of the other major seltzers. So they're slowly getting distro across like the country and stuff like that.
I'm ready for it. I'm here. You got me stoked for something.
Stoked for the hard Mountain Dew. Yeah, it's the.
I'll hit it.
The Baja Blast was good. The regular Mountain Dew was fine. It's basically no sugar, so it tasted like a diet Mountain Dew. Like I couldn't drink too many because it was really sweet, but it was good. For the novelty of it.
Probably like mad sugar in there or something.
Yeah, it's.
I just fucked around and mixed it with the Energy Baja Blast and a shot of vodka.
Go crazy.
I don't know the rest of that night.
I can't be doing too much sugar, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that shit'll kill you. That's why I don't drink soda anymore, except for that occasion.
I'm working on it.
It's all good though.
I'm working on the no soda thing. It's super hard, man. That shit is super addicting. I'm trying. I was drinking before we got on today. I was drinking fucking fruit punch. Like anything to get me away from soda. That shit's addicting.
Yeah, I lost mad weight a couple years ago. I was like 230 or something like that, and now I'm down to what I am now, like 180 or something.
Good job.
And like cutting out the soda was like number one, dude. I don't drink soda. And when I drink and want caffeine, I'll get like one of those low carb Mountain Dews. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Zero, not Mountain Dew, Monster, like the Zero Monsters. Yeah, I'll like smack the fuck out of those.
Yeah, those are good. They have all the new flavors now and everything, so you're set.
Yeah, that's about it. Like no juice. There's like mad fucking sugar and juice.
Yeah.
Like just smack water at home and drink Monsters with no carbs.
Just drink Rain. I'm a slave to Rain. That's so good.
What, the Rains?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
they are good. Yeah,
that's like king energy drinks for me. I mean, I buy that shit wholesale from Sam's, like a 24-pack, and I just
Do you guys have Ghost down there?
Yes, we do. I haven't tried it.
The mango one, right?
The mango is good. The one I have the hardest time finding is my favorite is the Swedish Fish. I would sacrifice my own children if I had.
I haven't had that. Yeah, I haven't had that one.
That's the one I would try. That sounds really
literally
good.
Exactly just like, oh yeah, that's Swedish Fish, and I love it. It's fun. It's fucking amazing.
The blue Sour Patch Kids looks good.
Mm-hmm. There's actually like a good amount of flavors too. That shit's picking up.
Yeah, it's who does it? C4? They make Ghost or?
I don't know. I think Ghost is its own entity because they've done like protein powders and actual pre-workout and stuff for a while.
I think it's just a yellow can. I'm like, yep, that's probably C4.
Yeah, no, Ghost I'm pretty sure is their own entity.
Yeah, I got to be careful with energy drinks. I got probably a bad heart in the making, just like my mom. I know Blake does too.
I have a proven bad
Damn.
heart. My
Yeah.
cardiologist would have stabbed me the other day.
Oof.
Oh, shit.
So,
I'm next. My heart's fucked too.
dude,
It's all good.
I'm always fucking freaking out about it too. But
No.
anyway, enough product placement, guys. Come on, we're not getting paid for this shit.
We're fucking plugging motherfuckers. Man.
They're not even sending me any product. I'm not getting paid for this. But you said you wanted to redo your full length self-titled because it was back to the older sound, a lot of cleans, a lot of choruses on it. And when I heard Dark Days for the first time after knowing all your old stuff, I was like, this is it's a great mix of heavy and cleans. Like I said earlier, it sounds very focused on the cleans, so it sounds like
You don't have any cleans. You talking about Death Wish?
on Dark Days.
Yeah, it's a fucking D name, I know.
The
But
Dark- the
yeah.
D's, brother.
Cleans on that. Same with Cold and Empty too. The actual comeback track, it's actually a little bit heavier than Dark Days, but still cleans on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that two out of the 3 new songs have like just big chorus and just heavy fuck you up vibes.
I love the mix of it because I'm a sucker
Fun
for
to do. Yeah, it's just fun to do because there's bands that just stick to their fucking shit and stay in their lane. Like, yo,
Mhm.
I'm trying to do all the shit I like in my
Yeah.
band, not just like do one thing.
It's always kind of a bummer when a big band puts out a new record and it's the same old thing, and if it works for them, it works. But I need some innovation on my end, something a little
Exactly.
different. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like, I want to see some chord progression.
So
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I like a catchy chorus. Big sucker for it.
We got a bunch on some other tracks. It's about to be fire.
I can't wait to hear what's coming up. Someone just said, Crispin said Dark Days is huge. When I first heard it, I knew it was the next level for the band. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this is a whole new level.
Thank you, dog. Who said that?
X Crispin.
As Crispin, you are the man. You know
Yes.
things.
But because like I said, the last time I listened to you guys, I used to listen to you guys frequently, a lot in high school, and then you guys had your hiatus.
You're old now. Shit.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, me high school I think was not. It wasn't too far for you after that. But
When did you graduate?
I graduated 2014. I started listening to you guys I think when I was 16.
That sounds late enough. Let's keep it going.
I fucked him up, bro. I feel old enough as it is, man. Keep going, like.
Yeah, I was talking to you about how it's gonna be when you finally hit 30 one day. Shit.
Yo, legitimately.
Shit's gonna be good.
It is. It is gonna be good.
No, I gotta ask for my own because it's already we're already past 10-year mark with a hiatus, but like let's say in a couple more years you guys are kicking hard. So like what do I gotta do to grease the pockets to get a deprivation 15-year?
Oh shit.
Like, just come down to Florida, just play the album. That's all I need, man.
We'll find a
Yo.
venue. We'll find something for you guys.
We're gonna see. That's a good idea. Or even the other ones that come right after. The Self-Titled's the year after, Boundaries the
Yo.
year after. We're gonna have like a string of fucking wild tours in like a few years.
Oh yeah, you could hit it hard, like especially with the older albums and stuff like that. It would bank out, especially like you grab some other like early era bands for that kind of tour that are still kicking. It's just that's money right there, baby.
Yeah, I know. I like that idea. Hopefully those bands are still around. That's a long time.
I think there will be. Some of these we got
Who's
50.
still gonna be here though?
So we got
We
15-year anniversary tours coming up soon. Definitely going to be around.
Ours is 3 years from now. Some of these bands look like they're ready to pass out.
So
You know what I'm saying?
you're one of our first guests to have a pretty big resume of bands that you've toured with.
Yeah.
This might be a fucking like, what's your favorite color question? But what was some of your favorite bands to hit the road with?
Favorites? Probably some of the smaller ones. They were fun. There have been times on tour where some of the bigger ones like had ego problems or like they didn't mesh with us or something like that. Not naming anybody, but favorite ones that stand out back in the day. Liked touring with Fit for a King. They were fun. Liked touring with Kingdom of Giants was fun. a band called Denialist that's coming back soon. I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, they were fun. See a Treachery, they were fun.
Like 2017 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. And See a Treachery, they were fun. They're actually playing Irate.
Yes, they are. I saw that.
Yeah, shout outs. I'm sure there's more. I mean, a shit ton of The Wise Man's Fear, they were fun. Fucking
Nice Man's Fear. Holy shit, I haven't heard that
you
name.
know them? Yeah, they're fucking dope. Shit, most of them, to be honest. Like, honestly, most of the bands are fun. Attila was fun. It was short, but like this is so long ago. But these motherfuckers were wilding back then.
Yeah, early age Attila was
Crazy.
something.
This is like right before About That Life came out. So like, you know,
My favorite era.
the outlaw days.
Yes.
Yeah,
Loved Outlawed.
That
Sticking
was
a
like
fucking dirt devil up this bitch's vagina on the bus and all that. I've said too much.
Oh,
There's a video and all that, dog. There was a video and all that.
that's fucking crazy.
Anyone hearing this? Like, yes. Said.
Franz actually just moved out. He has a place in Miami now or something. And
Yeah, I've been seeing him on social media. Big ass house, fucking just had a new baby and whatnot.
that's crazy.
And for those that don't know, we have a song with Franz on it called Bathes in Salt. Check that shit out. It's on Boundaries.
I remember that.
It's all fucking fire.
I'll probably play that shit again.
His neighbor is also Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail now. He just moved out here.
I saw that shit. I'm like, those dudes are probably fucking having a ball over there.
When you moving down here?
I'm just not.
Good move.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm ready to retire because the homes are cheaper.
Yeah, no, you don't want to move to Florida. It's terrible down here, trust me.
No, I'm probably not, dude. It's too hot for me.
Yeah, it's way too hot.
I'm hot right now. I'm up here in Maryland.
Maryland's a different story.
So we are like, a music podcast, just like a music appreciation and all that. What are you really listening to right now? Are there any bands up in Maryland who like we should keep an eye out on that are catching your eye?
Yeah, probably all of them. Check out For Fear Itself, my homie Tim's band. Their new EP is very sick. Check that out. Shit, there's a lot of bands. There's a lot of bands around here. Fuck. Bury the Remains, fucking I'm seeping through fucking bands in my fucking mind cabinets right now. Easter Park's tight, fucking Alica's tight, fucking there's so many, dude. Shout out to Maryland. There's a lot of bands that are slept on over here. But those are the ones that pop up right now. I know there's more. You guys know who you are.
It's always awesome to hear about other states, like local scenes. Apparently, we were talking to Chris Martone from Silverback Gorilla Records a few weeks ago, and he was like, "Hey, man, Florida is notorious for like their local bands, like getting around up to New York and everything." Do you know anything about who we got going on right now down here?
Down there?
Yeah.
There are honestly mad bands that I don't even know whether I probably know a bunch of the bands that if you named them, I might have heard of them. There are bands I just don't know where they're from. I just know the band. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something.
We actually have a couple of homies going up to Kentucky Irate Fest, in Gloom and who else? Scumfuck. They're all from.
Isn't Tacto? No, Tactos isn't on it.
Tactosa might be on it actually.
Who?
Tactosa, Tampa deathcore band. Like vocalist sounds just like Mitch Lucker. It's crazy. I think they just got announced to be on it. I've
heard those first few bands you mentioned. Yeah.
Vocalist of In Gloom, Michael Darrow, is one of my best friends. I've known him since we were high school, so I'm super stoked for him to get to go up there and hang out with bands from all over the country. Some that we've been listening to since we were young little lads. So it's big.
I'm gonna go up to him and tell him. I'm gonna tell him.
I'm sure he'll shit his little pants.
Yeah.
And we just talked to Gabe from Infurious when, like I said,
I know Gabe.
We had a whole portion on the podcast about Kentucky Irate Fest, and sweetest guy I've ever talked to. That was amazing.
Yeah, he's dope as fuck, man. Yeah. That's the guy right there.
Yes,
Fellow
sir.
nigga, let's go. Hey, I'm part black, so it's all good. I'm just letting you know. It's all good.
Rocking 7732 said rip a Dahlia. That's a big one for us down here.
Yeah. Dahlia was sick, dude. Yeah, I remember them. I even jammed them back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song Allure on the first EP or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Breakdown on that was nasty.
I just found an old Dahlia shirt in my closet. It had a big lyric on the back that said "You'll always be alone," like the end of No More Heroes. I'm like, that was the hardest song back in the day. I had to get that shirt when I found
No More
it.
Heroes was fire.
Yeah, I honestly jammed that EP often. I have it saved on my phone.
You have to have it on your phone. I don't think it's on Spotify or anything. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, you have to. I'm pretty sure I have it on Apple Music. It must still be on there. I'll be jamming that too.
It's hard to find. I know for a fact 'cause I think it was one of my buddies was like, "Hey, do you have the files for this?" Because I used to work with a leak site and stuff like that. He was like, "Do you have any files for this?" And I'm just like, "I ain't got shit, dude. I'm sorry. I have no idea where you can find that."
It's got to be up right now. I jammed on my what? It's got to be up. It's got to be.
I know it's on Spotify.
Last year they were like, here's a little gift from us. It was like their first post on Facebook in forever, and like our first EP is now available on Spotify. And I was like, I gotta stream that shit right now.
That's what I saw. I think it's been up there ever since. Yeah, about time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Then even their full length. Their full-length Broken Families, I think, that was big for me in high school. I was always listening to that. The Brightest Eyes is one of my favorite songs for a while. Shout out to Dahlia.
Yeah, that band should have blown up way earlier.
Well, now they're all in prison.
Everybody in Florida says, like, what the fuck happened? Like,
yeah, something wasn't working. I don't know what it was, which is bullshit.
I said Dahlia's not... They're in prison. They're not in actual prison. They're in the band prison.
Yeah,
Austin.
I get you.
Just in case anyone out there was like, "What the fuck?"
It actually, it did come off that way if someone didn't know.
Like
that band's in prison now.
Yo, hell yeah, they're all in prison now.
What they do?
It is prison's vocalist Johnny Crowder from Dark Sermon in reference of a sinking ship, and Austin from Dahlia. So if you haven't listened to them, check those guys out. Florida's got a bunch of heat right now. I'm glad that it makes it up there to you guys as well. You're another spokesman for it. You do jam all that old shit, and I love it.
Hey, yo, you know what's funny? The power's still out.
Oh, that's fucked.
You see how dark it is? The power is still out.
I totally dismissed that. I was like, this is normal for Orion. He's always in the dark.
I'm not. I hate being in the dark.
AC out and everything?
Dark days. Everything's out.
Literally,
he said it.
Dark days.
He said it.
I had to. Dark days. But yeah. Shit's been cool though, man. Shit's been fun.
I'm glad to hear it.
So do you have any idea when you guys think you'll be done with the new record, or are you just kind of playing it by ear right now?
Well, we're DIY, and we're I guess we're trying to build ourselves up DIY with these singles and like get the demand for the band back up. Then we're probably going to shop out some of these new tracks maybe by the end of the year when we have them a little more together and kind of see who bites, because we kind of need some backing, because you can do it yourself, but at the same time, for the level we want it to be at, it's going to take too much money. Even just the videos alone, you know what I mean, and all the marketing and this and that, we just be like living real tight just to do this when we don't have to. It's like we need backing to actually do it comfortably.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in this day and age too, like especially with the level you want to put it out at. It's like we could, but like you'd be putting yourselves in the hole versus you can find a good management team and a good label distro and call it a day, you know?
Yeah, and we probably could find something now, but it's been going good, so we want to get to a certain point where you know in your gut, like you can do certain things, opposed to if you didn't. So we're gonna rock kind of how we are and just let it rock out how it needs to, man.
It is possible to do DIY, but it's very risky.
Yeah,
always.
It's clearly possible. It's just I've seen DIY bands kill it hard, and I see a lot of bands don't, and the ones that do have like a really crazy plan, or some of the dudes in the band have really good jobs, or there's a reason why they're able to, and that if that works for them, like kudos, because I wish I could do that.
For sure, yeah. I think you guys are on a really great path for what you are doing with your lineup this summer, the songs you're putting out, the quality of the songs too. Everything sounds fantastic. So shout out, doing
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
Stay lit.
So you've been we've touched on multiple times. You guys have been playing music for 16 years now.
Stop saying that. Now I'm playing.
I think it's an accomplishment. So be proud of that. Are there bands back in the day where you were like, they're gonna blow up, this is gonna be insane, and then maybe they did for a little bit, but then they're just gone, like way back in the day?
Yes. I knew Fit for a King was gonna blow up because they were killing it back. This is back early January 2012, and they fucking blew up the year after that. Kingdom of Giants, I thought they were always sick, but they had like a later bloom, and they're killing it right now.
Oh yeah, can we talk about them for a second? I'd love to.
Yeah,
get into that.
we should. They're fucking dope.
Abominable. I heard when I heard you guys, and
Right, that's the album that I discovered them on too.
and they had a different singer back in the day, and he could hit fucking high octaves. I loved it, and
He was grabbing his balls.
yeah, he was squeezing them tight, and I loved that whole EP so much. Guns and Girls was like my favorite.
A masterpiece of early 2010s metalcore.
Dude, the breakdown with the piano and stuff, I was like, I'm crying right now, but it's so heavy. And then they put out Every Dream Is Something. I forgot. It was their first full length. And they redid Guns and Girls. I'm like, thank fucking God. They like, I love when bands remake shit. I told you this. And then they did Guns and Girls again. I was like, it was meant to be. But I love them.
I am sure that they're killing it right now though, because the fucking new album is wild. It's like the sound is very very atmospheric and still.
They came into their own.
Yeah, they absolutely did. It took them a little bit longer than some of the bands from that era, but I feel like they're still doing great for themselves right now too.
Yeah. Because I mean, they like found themselves. Then like bands trying to fit into the mold, and they just fit in for a second. They're like doing it a whole different way. They're like their own path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which you can respect more sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. We told you, though, like me and Blake used to have a band together. We didn't really play a lot of big shows. We usually just stuck to the local, play with a bunch of local bands and stuff. But we did open for Kingdom of Giants when I think their second full length dropped back in 2016 or 2017. And I was really psyched on it.
That was a fun tour. And Florida kids don't show up for fucking metalcore that type. So there was probably like 30 people, but that shit was fun. There was... What was their name?
Afterlife was on it as well. And
I remember
Criminals.
That band was fucking gummy live, dude. That shit was hard. I was like,
Criminals with a K?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember Criminals. I think I heard like one song, and then like, what happened?
They were fun live. That was a dope live set. That's when I was like, okay, I can vibe with this. They were good.
Criminals.
Yeah, big shout out to Kingdom of Giants. They've been around since I was listening to, like, really getting the heavy music, and they're still kicking, and they're definitely doing fantastic now. So shout out to them. Fit for a King, I saw in 2016 as well with the Word Alive. It was also like kids around here don't show up to metalcore shows, so it was like 40 people in the Orpheum, and it was a really personable show, and I loved it. That was my first time seeing Fit for a King, or even really listening to them. It was really good.
Yeah, you late, son. I'm glad you got put on.
I know.
Yeah.
They already had talk on cleans and everything.
You missed the Creation Destruction era.
That's why I listen to mostly now.
Son, you missed it.
I was a baby. I'm sorry.
I was listening to that, Chris. I was listening to that freshman year of college, bro. Come on.
I was a senior then.
I know.
He was sleeping. It's all good. He was sleeping.
I only listened to Chiodos.
People blame me for sleeping all the time because I didn't have a fucking scene phase. So I was like, who the fuck is this band? They're like, dude, they've been around for like 15 years. And I'm like, you gotta explain to the Swedish death metal nerd, bro. I don't know. Like,
That's what's up, bro.
I missed my scene phase. That shit was great. I was listening to In Dying Arms, straightening my hair in the morning before school.
I'm still doing all that. Let's go.
Keeping it alive. I could use a good hair straightening every once in a while. That shit made me fucking feel amazing in the morning.
It's coming back, son. Like, fuck you mean?
I'll be a part of the movement again. I get my cheap $4 aftershave from Walmart and everything. Smell like a mall.
Yeah, dude. Like, come on, get with it.
Gotta get with the fucking culture.
You gotta hot tub bottle of wow, can't talk today. Rubber bracelets and shit again. Stack them up your arms.
Studded belt. Yes, sir. I
can't even say anything with a studded belt, bro. I got one of those like riveted whole belts, bro. I can't say anything.
I had checkered skinny jeans.
Yeah, I don't even wear jeans anymore. Maybe wearing joggers all day long.
Super comfy. Love it.
Yeah, like that's all it is. Like, stay comfortable.
I wear jeans for work and that's it. I'm in basketball shorts all the time.
Yeah, like right now it's fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm roasting in my room right now. Well, there's supposed to be AC going, but it's not going.
I'm roasting.
I feel like it's going because your PC's running hotter and shit.
Yeah, I got a fucking tank sitting here in my room with me. But yeah, you're sitting in the dark, nothing going on.
No AC. It was popping. Now it is not.
But you're still sticking it out for this interview, and I love that.
Why not?
Nothing else to do, right?
Yeah, like what would I do? Sit in the dark days?
That's hey, he said it again. Everyone take a shot.
Yeah.
I have water because I'm a good Christian boy.
I saw you sitting there like, all right then.
Orion, I want to thank you for your time today and sitting down with us and even like hanging out before the podcast. That was so cool. I love just sitting, shooting the shit, getting ready for this. That was
absolutely.
Yeah, I know. I thought it'd be better for the podcast.
You were
just
right.
We were talking about what we had for dinner and shit.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
Yeah,
bro,
that shit.
I'm got a gas mask. I'm like, bro, I have a sub. Like, come on.
It sounded banging. You had everything on that bitch.
It's a pub sub, dude. Pub subs rock.
The delicacy of Florida, baby.
You had the fucking Chipotle shit on it and all that.
Do you guys ever hit Publix when you're down here in the area, Florida, Georgia?
Nope.
Oh, dude, you should. Next time you're down here, get a pub sub. Shit rocks.
It sounds like I should. I'm already sold. Sold.
It's a Florida delicacy, so you have
I love trying new places. I will say that.
That's got to be like one of the best parts of touring and traveling is getting to try all these new things in the areas.
There's a lot of places to smash on some food out there that I do not have, like fucking Whataburger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't go wrong with that.
No,
you guys had that?
I haven't had it. I see all my people on Facebook who are touring. They're like, going to Whataburger, going to Cookout, all that shit. I'm like, I've never been. I'd love to.
Dude, I love Cookout.
It's like the best. Like, it's the best. Fucking In-N-Out Burger is cool too, but for me, it's Whataburger.
I grew up on In-N-Out out in California, so I'd love to try Whataburger since everyone always compares the two. Who is better? So I'd love to try Whataburger.
You can't even compare them, in my opinion, because the menus are so different. Like, there's less options at In-N-Out.
Right.
It tastes great, but Whataburger is like, there's a little bit more of something for everybody, and all of it's banging. Like, it just wins. It just wins.
Fuck yeah.
I'm hungry again.
You say, I'm just like, fuck, why are we talking about food right now?
Yeah.
Well, we've touched like everything in this episode. I love it.
We're not done.
Beer.
Like, bro, we still gotta get drunk. Like, come on. It's a what is it? Tuesday night? Let's go. Like,
what's y'all's favorite beer?
Bush Lights, baby. Bush lattes.
If I'm not,
I can get it.
If I'm not fucking bugging on like local shit, I will. If you watch any podcast episode, I am drinking Stella every fucking time.
Yeah, I can get with it. I've been smacking these for the low carbs, man.
Nice.
Fucking Mick Ultra. I can run a case of Mick and I'll be like, I could drive right now. This is fine. Like I stay sober on that shit, bro. I gotta hit hard.
Sound Corner's not condoning drunk driving, by the way.
Do not drunk drive. Never do that.
But
I will come to your house and I will beat you myself.
But if you drink the whole 12-pack, you can drive. No, I'm playing.
If you feel good enough, go ahead. I love me a good white trash beer.
Honestly, yeah. My white trash beer though is I gotta stick with PBR or Steel Reserve. Like if I want to hurt, I'm gonna hurt.
Steel Reserve, ouch.
If you want to hurt, you gotta do what we did back in the touring days. Hit the Four Locos, man.
Oh my
Yo-
god.
I know, I can't either.
The last time I had a Four Loko was when a buddy of mine came down from Connecticut, and I think I hadn't eaten like half the day. I probably had like 3/4 of that shit, and I was blacked out in Disney Springs.
Yeah, yes. We would hit that shit
Goodness.
every day. It was like the worst. I don't know why we were doing that. we're just stoked. We're on tour. Let's get lit.
Bro, it's,
Fucking ghost.
today I learned from Sound Corner to drink and drive. Pog.
Fuckers.
You did
Don't
not
do
learn that from
anything
here.
for 10. Do not do
You
anything.
didn't
for
learn
10.
that from me, son.
Don't take your life lessons from the Sound Corner podcast.
Yeah.
Please don't. I don't have my life together. Don't take life advice from me, bro.
Yeah, we're still learning.
Yeah, do not drink Four Locos ever, kids.
My buddy be like, "Hey, you want to look?" I'm like,
No.
I don't want to die tonight. I don't think my body could handle that kind
Like, no, I don't.
of poison anymore.
Yeah, I haven't hit a Four Loco in years, and I plan to keep it that way.
Yeah, I
On a
told
good
my
path.
boys, like, if you guys come down, I will have one with you, but that's gonna be like the only other time you'll see me like ever touching it.
Duh.
They're not as bad as they used to be either. They used to be like a killer. You used to be like one, and you'd be, on the news the next day.
Yeah,
Look-
we were hitting Four Locos, and like we would back in the day, like our first like maybe few tours, we would just do it and just fucking like do shit. Like especially down by you guys, we would go to Florida and play these venues like transitions and stuff, and fucking try to find the beach after, like drunk on Four Loco. Best believe bass player lost his glasses in the ocean because he's lit and has no brain and fucking jumped in. So he's playing the rest of the tour with no glasses, and he has to play an instrument. Like he was fucked. It was bad.
That's fucking rough.
Good times.
That's a Four Loco story and a half right there.
Yeah,
In Florida
It
too.
was- yeah, it was.
it's always got to be in Florida. Something's got to go fuck you in Florida, man. That's the way the state is.
And
We
Tampa.
played some funny ass venues down there too, man. There's a lot of weird shit down there I never thought existed. We played a show in like a cubicle or something. It was like a business area, and it's just like I can't even describe it. It's tiny as fuck.
We'll
We
take what we
rocked
can get down here. We don't have any venues anymore.
No, we really don't. Who was it? I think it was like Rocking or someone in chat was like, when Transitions Art Gallery died, the scene died down here.
He's
And I was like,
right.
bro, with Transitions in the 662 left, I have holes in my heart that will never be filled.
Yeah. Damn, the hangar though, that shit was the highlight. That was the whole reason to go.
I don't think I ever
Never
went. Mm-mm.
Have you played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater though?
Yes.
Yeah, like the fucking hangar in there is based off of the hangar that's in there. It's fucking
What?
sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
That's
Like, that
iconic.
was like yeah, exactly. It is.
I
It
saw
is.
every time I dive played at a tiki style dive bar on their last tour.
Yeah. I remember those shows. I couldn't go because I'm not gonna say that on the air, but I couldn't go for reasons, and I'm still mad about that to this day. I will die mad about it.
He probably hit a Four Loko beforehand, yo. yo.
Ah, shit, bro.
Yo.
Well,
In there.
Orion, I'm gonna let you go. You've spent, you were so generous with your time and with us just like shooting this shit around. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
And we have to do it again sometime. And if you're
Yeah.
down,
Next time we do it, my power doesn't go out because it was a little bit of a buzzkill for a second, but it's all good.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it
we
was
probably-
hilarious. Also,
I know. I'm like, do you see this light going off? What's happening?
I'm sure it's gonna get clipped in everything for TikTok. I
Oh,
already,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's fucked? We're gonna get off this and it's gonna come back on.
let me know if it does. I'm betting on that now.
I kind of hope it does because like now I don't know what to do with myself.
Next time in Dying Arms, or you yourself, you're in Florida, hit us up. Let's get together or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, I would love to do that. We're gonna have fun.
Yes, sir.
Backstage, turn up. Hey,
Do you
I'm
have?
gonna have 4 crews ready.
Oh
Don't
God.
worry.
Do you have anything to say to the crowd tonight before we get you out of here?
If you don't know, check out IDA on fucking social media, fucking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Jam Dark Days, it just came out a couple months ago. Music video is out now on YouTube via Dreambound. You know what to do. IDA, In Dying Arms. Don't play around. This is fucking Oreezy. What up?
Oreezy.
Yo, you heard it here first, folks. All right, Orion. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm gonna kick you out now.
See you guys. See you guys.
Big bud. Thanks, man.
See you, Orion.
Have a good one. See ya.
What a homie.
I love that man.
That was
That man's alive.
that was so fun. That was amazing. Shout out to In Dying Arms. Listen to Dark Days on all streaming platforms. Listen to Death Wish. Listen to all their albums that they've put out since 2006. Listen to their demos. Listen to me talk. Yeah, that was amazing. I had a pretty cool prompt for the ending, but god damn it, I don't remember what it was.
This is why I've been telling Chris, I told you, record your prompts.
Yeah, I should have. I had some, but like either they don't fit the episode. I saved them for later. I definitely want to do a podcast coming up. I was gonna say next week we should do this, but I want to take a week-long break. I need it, I think, since we've been hitting it pretty hard, and I think with your new job you could use it. So I think we're gonna get into our favorite albums of the first half of the year. It is July, so we're gonna have to go over that.
Yeah, we can definitely, after our next guest, we can definitely pile into that, because I have a list, dude. I have a big-ass list right now.
Yeah, I have a good, 4 or 5 albums I could definitely talk about.
And then, too, I ain't gonna say much, but if you know Florida, you know if you know Florida, you know the bands that are big in Florida right now, you know who the fuck's coming next. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we can't have someone like Orion from In Dying Arms on and not be able to follow it up. The next guest,
Especially not with someone homegrown.
Yeah. So I hope you're here for it, and it'll be pretty cool. I don't have much left though. This was a lot of fun. The energy was unmatched. We talked up. Yeah.
For once, Chris, I didn't have to be the one who was funnier than you.
Yeah, Orion fucking took the cake on being funnier than you for sure.
Hey man, listen. One of us had to work today.
Oh, the comedian. Fuck it, I was gonna make a Morbius joke.
It's cornering time, baby. I'm gonna get fired for that one.
Oh man, you were on your fucking second write-up for that one. You're so close to a final.
Wait, did you miss the It's Thorben time one in chat?
No, I saw it.
You just chose to ignore it.
Say it again for everybody out there.
I asked Chris in our sound corner chat, I'm like, hey Chris, my favorite part of Thor was when Natalie Portman got her hammer and said it's Thorben time. And I'm surprised he didn't kick me out at that point.
I had to hold my nose and do that thing where fuck.
Please read what Poggy just dropped in chat. I'm done.
Poppy Bingus said, it's sounding time. It's not funny, but I can't not laugh at it.
It's fucking hysterical.
Holy shit. No, listen. Okay. You guys somehow bullied Sony into manipulating them to put Morbius back in theaters, and then you guys no, we were just kidding. We just
Twitter, dude. Twitter was the cause of Sony's demise with that movie.
Ironic memes are hitting the mainstream so hard that we're taking control of the movie industry.
I mean, it started back with Sonic when we bullied them into fixing it.
And god damn it, did we do that? And if you watch Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on Disney Plus,
yeah, Ugly Sonic's in it.
They had Ugly Sonic as a character, and Disney did not ask Paramount for it. They said, "Fuck that, we're taking Ugly Sonic, and he's ours now." And I can't believe they fucking did that.
Oh my god. I can't follow up that, man. We gotta call it. I can't follow that.
We gotta call it. The Sound Corner just went fucking Morbin. And now I just made a Morbius meme. I'm disgusted at the fact I found out what sound. Oh no. Oh, I think I know what sounding is too. Yeah, we're gonna cut the
I know what it is. That's why I started fucking laughing.
Yeah, we're gonna cut the podcast right now.
We're in too deep, man.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out tonight. This was a fantastic episode. The links will run. Let me go ahead and pop those in. A lot of new homies tonight. Please follow us on all of our things. Our outro will also tell you where to find the podcast. And then if you're listening to it later this week, you'll also hear about our links and everything. Join our Discord. Discord needs some new peeps. We need to keep the community going. Share some memes, share some music. Tell us how your day is. We'll play some video games or something. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We won't see you next week. We're going to take a little break, but the week after that, we got a banger coming on. So,
it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a very good time.
It's going to be good, fellas. So, from all of us at the Soundin' Corner, good night.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Chris.
Leaving it at that. Goodbye, everybody.
I'm driving to your house right now.
No, fuck. Here he comes, boys. He's leaving. All right, I'm shutting her down. Goodbye.